Hello everyone, this is my first UI design tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to design this UI of a sports news application. So let us get started. Hello, welcome to React Bits. Together we will learn to develop modern, robust and beautiful applications. First, let us break down this UI into Flutter widgets. So let's see. This first top part, I think this can be a Flutter app bar with title of feed and action or search icon button. Okay, and this three buttons, football, basketball and hockey, I think we can use the recently introduced toggle buttons. The toggle buttons were introduced in 1.9 version, so I think we can use this here. And third, this one, we can simply use a bordered container, or we can use a card. We can even use a card with border radius, and inside that we can use a row, and this icon should be a circle avatar, and these two are just columns of text. That's that. And this again a card widget. Top there is a image. Maybe we can use a container to give it a border radius and background image so that this image border is cropped as the card. And this again, this can be a list style. And finally, this is a bottom app bar with or we can simply use bottom navigation bar. But if we want this custom dot icon here, we can use bottom app bar and our own button widgets with columns and icons. So let us get started setting up this. Here I have set up a blank page with just a scaffold and container. So here we'll start building our UI. The first thing we need is app bar. So let's use app bar property of scaffold. App bar title should be text feed style. Let's give it a color. It might be black already, but let's just make it sure. Let's make font size of 20. We can change this later. And actions, icon button, icon start, search. Okay, and let's just leave on first as empty for now. The icon has color black. All right, let me hide this so that we can see the code better. Okay, so this is our app bar. We can see the preview and change it later. Okay, so we need a couple of changes. We need to get this color. So how do I usually get this color is by opening this in the Google Chrome. So let me open this in Google Chrome. Now I've opened this in Google Chrome. So let me get these colors and let me set up this here. So take this, pick a color from page. Let's check this color and final color, busy color. Let's set it color. We need 0xFF and this color without the hash. And primary color, let me take this, pick a color. Okay, final color ff. Let me change this. Okay, so I have these colors. Yeah, that's it for now for the colors. So let me first change the color. Scaffold background color as bg color. Okay, and app bar background color transparent, and elevation should be 0. Okay, so there is a back button here, so let's just say automatically imply leading to false. Yeah, so we need to increase font size a little bit. Let's say 30. Now it's time for the body. For the body, we need an outer scroll container. For that, we can use a single child scroll view, and all of these items we can put inside a column, or we can simply use a list view and all of these items can be children of that list view. So let's just use list view, and let's give it a children. So first children will be our toggle buttons will take children, and in children let's try and use a container with a column of icon and a text. So container child column, and cross axis alignment start, main axis size minimum, and children as football. I think it's in font awesome icons dot football. Okay, and then text football. Let's just duplicate this and make this basketball. Let's just try this for now. We need a value is selected, list of boolean. We have 2, so true, false. Okay, so we have two icons. On pressed, I get the index here, which button is pressed. So okay, toggle buttons, maybe we can change certain styles. So border radius dot circular 20.0. Container, let's give it a padding all sides of 16 points, maybe more. Let's make this 10. Again, list view, let's give this a padding of 16. Okay, and let's separate these two. Let's make this main axis alignment as main axis spaces between. So okay, so this is taking the minimum. If this doesn't work, then we can simply do is let's give it a sized box of 16 points over here. So let's do that down here too. Okay, and let's check with this. We do not have the border, so border width, let's make it 0. Okay. Colors are transparent. Fill color should be our primary color. Okay. Over color should be our primary color. Selected color should be our primary color. So again, render border, you can simply do render border false to hide the border. Alright, so color, so text color of the descendant text and icon should be colors.white. Oh sorry, selected color, this should be colors.white. Okay, and descendant text and color, this should be colors.shade of 800. Yeah, and over color, selected color, I think there is a border. Render border true. Yeah. Mm. 300 or 200. No, 300. Okay. Let's duplicate this and let's add hockey. Okay, let's add another false here. Okay. I think we need to add more horizontal padding, but first let's change the text style. Text style, font bed dot bold, font size, let's say 16.0. From left is 16, top is 16, right is 32, and bottom is again 16. Okay, doesn't look exactly the same because we do not have border radius on this side, but it will do. And we do not have this gradient effect. For that we can use a stack, but however for now I'm going to leave it as it is, and we are going to move on to this next section. So this next section is a card. So after this toggle button, let's separate this by height of, let's say 16 points. Okay, and let's use a card. Let's give it an elevation of 4 points and border radius. What was the border radius? Shape. Rounded rectangle border. Border radius dot circular 10.0. So we have a border radius. Then in the child we want a row children. First one is circle avatar, background image. Let's use cached network image providers. Let's use for now avatars. Okay, this up, and next children, let's separate width of 10 points, and the next children is we have a column. In here I think we can simply do text liberated let's just do it like this once. Text 0 space colon 2. Text style, let's give it a font pad. Font size, let's give it 18.0. Font pad bold. Okay, so I think we need to wrap this whole row with a padding wizard. Let's add padding to the all side of 16 points. Yeah, and let's make this text align. No, let's make this column. I think it is already centered align. Okay, so instead of doing this, we can again do here row children should be liberated, another should be Jeremio, and we can duplicate this row, and here we can have 0 column 2. Okay, and let's separate this by a width of 20, and let's separate this by 10 and this 10. Okay, this should be a column. Sorry, this is better off this way. So let's just use a separate column. Okay, text liberated and text 0. Next one after this column is text just a colon, and let's duplicate this. This text should be in double quotation. Okay, so 2. Let's see how it looks. This should be at the bottom. So what I can do is I can use a align widget, align, and alignment bottom center. Let's just give it add padding, and let's give it a only top 16 points padding at the top. Okay, this looks much better, and this cross-axis alignment should be cross-axis alignment at the end, and this should be start. Just the opposite, end, and this should be start. Okay, between these two, let's give this a padding of left and right. Left 20, right 20. Okay, so now it looks much better. And for this, here instead of sized box, we'll give spacer widget, so it takes up the remaining space. Sorry, we are at a different place, so it's here in this row. After this avatar, let's use spacer here, and again after this column we'll again use spacer here, and again we'll just duplicate this circle avatar. Okay, and let's style this text style font pad dot bold, font size of 18 points. So we can keep this in a variable and use it wherever we need, but for here I'll just copy paste this style. So one extra comma here, and maybe we separate these two by another 5-point height. 5.0, 5.0, yeah, so let's make this 20. Okay, so this is this widget. We can change the text size, font size of this text also, but for now we are going to leave it at this. Next thing we would like to do is design this card. So this is a card with top image and maybe a stack to put this here, and title text, again a row with text on the both sides. So let's finish this tutorial by designing this card. So again, after this card, let's separate this by 16-point size box, and then let us make this card. Rounded rectangle border, circular border of 10 points. Okay, now on the top side, let me first add a stack in the child. So these whole things will be in the stack. In the stack children, let me add a column and in columns children, first will be the container. Let's use decoration, box decoration, border radius dot only top left 10 points and top right 10.0 points. So here we use a background image decoration image, cards network image provider. Let's just use images. Let's use 5 for now. Need a main axis size of, let's see, I think we need to give this container a height 200.0. okay, yeah, and let's fit this image, fit box fit dot cover, yeah, it covers the whole trans. Let's just use 1 or 2 maybe, yeah, so that we can see the whole border and effect. And after this container, what we have is a text, doing precision. Let's style this text style black, and let's give it a font size of 20 point, font weight dot bold. Let's see, okay, looks better. And I think here we need to wrap this into a padding wizard and give it a padding of 16 points on all sides. Yeah, looks better now. And after this text we need a row, so row children text as today 9:24 p.m. Let's give it a style of text style color, gray color, font size maybe 14.0. so let's see, okay, looks good. So let's just add padding and let's just give it horizontal padding, horizontal 16.0, and we use a spacer here to send this text to the last. And let's just copy this text here and let's make this football, and let's add some here. Let's separate the bottom by 20 points, yeah, and let's give this card elevation of 4 maybe 4.0. maybe this is not totally black. 87. Okay, fine for now. So we just need this live tag. Okay, to do that, we go to our stack, and as this container is height at 200, so we'll add a positioned VZ, and we'll give it a top of 100 and let's say 190, and left of, let's see, left of 20, and we give it a child container text live container color green, so let's give it 4.0 padding, text live, text style, colors white. Okay, little bit big, so let me make this text a little bit smaller. Font size 14, 12. Yeah, so more like this. So here in this part we have designed this UI up to this point. So you can extend this, you can go further and design this. This is just simply a row with one side this picture, and in the left side there is a column with a title text and the similar text. Okay, and this bottom, this is a bottom app bar. So I'll be completing this and posting this in my Flutter UI challenge, so be sure to check it out. Thank you everyone for watching this tutorial.